Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Have you ever wondered why an actor's name could appear in the People's Daily, China's most official newspaper? Not for scandal, but for excellence? Why would a government-backed publication warn the entertainment world about him? Not out of fear, but out of admiration. Today, we uncover why Wang Yibo's rise is rewriting the definition of fame in an industry obsessed with beauty, money, and hype. This is not a story about popularity. It's about the courage to stay real and the rare power of an artist who refuses to fake perfection. When the People's Daily, China's most authoritative newspaper, mentioned Wang Yibo by name, it marked a moment that transcended ordinary celebrity recognition. This was not an article about fame or popularity. It was about value, discipline, and the rare integrity of an artist who quietly reshapes the meaning of success. In an entertainment world where noise often replaces substance, the People's Daily described him as an original creator who must bend down and keep his feet firmly on the ground. Those words were more than praise. They were both a warning to the superficial and a tribute to the genuine. For years, the industry has been dominated by faces rather than souls, by the bright illusion of glamour rather than the depth of craft. Wang Yibo's emergence breaks this pattern. His rise is not a product of algorithms or gossip, but the slow, deliberate growth of a man who believes that silence can be stronger than spectacle. While others chase attention, he cultivates endurance. While others rely on scandal to stay relevant, he polishes his art until it gleams quietly on its own. It is this contrast that makes the People's Daily's recognition so powerful. The institution that often represents state ideals has chosen to spotlight a young actor not because of his market value, but because of his moral one. To them, and to millions of viewers, he embodies the spirit of a new generation that values authenticity over appearance. Every role he takes, whether a soldier, a spy, or a dreamer, is grounded in the same discipline that defines his life. To understand before performing, to feel before speaking, to listen before acting. When the People's Daily speaks, the nation listens. And when it chooses to acknowledge a figure like Wang Yibo, it signals a subtle shift in cultural consciousness. A reminder that artistry still matters, that integrity still moves hearts, and that humility can still command respect. His story stands as proof that true greatness does not shout, it resonates. It grows quietly, like a heartbeat beneath the noise, until the world finally stops to listen. Behind Wang Yibo's calm exterior lies an artist consumed by an almost sacred devotion to his craft. His transformation from a pop idol into a critically acclaimed actor is neither sudden nor accidental. It is the result of years of restraint, repetition, and relentless self-questioning. When he appeared in Nameless, portraying the mysterious Mr. Yi, audiences were struck not by his appearance but by the stillness of his performance. The kind of silence that holds meaning, the kind that forces you to look deeper. His eyes carried an ache too human to be rehearsed, and his smallest gestures revealed a world of conflict within. It was the kind of performance that didn't demand attention but earned it quietly, through truth. To prepare for that role, Wang Yibo immersed himself in the discipline of observation. He spent long hours studying human behavior, learning to control not only movement but energy, the rhythm of fear, the texture of guilt, the weight of loyalty. He spoke with historians and intelligence researchers to understand what it means to live with secrets, to carry a mission no one must ever know. When the camera rolled, he no longer acted. He simply existed, as though the boundary between the actor and the character had dissolved. That is why his Mr. Yi feels alive long after the screen fades to black. He does not perform emotions, he inhabits them. This method of working reflects a philosophy that has shaped all his roles, from the stoic Lan Wangji in the Untamed to the passionate Wei Ruolai in the Wind Chaser. He refuses to treat acting as a display of technique. For him, it is a process of empathy, a quiet communion between his heart and the soul of another person. Each character becomes a study in humanity, a way of exploring moral courage, love, and vulnerability without preaching them aloud. Through such depth, Wang Yibo proves that art is not an escape from reality but a mirror that reveals it more clearly. His work reminds us that even in a world of fleeting fame, there are still those who choose depth over distraction, truth over theatrics, and silence over noise. Beyond the brilliance of his career, what truly defines Wang Yibo is the quiet humanity that breathes beneath the fame. Behind the sharp suits, the stage lights, and the cinematic close-ups, there exists a man who never allows success to silence humility. Those who have met him often speak of his stillness, the way he listens before he speaks, the way he chooses his words as if every sentence carries weight. He is not a man intoxicated by applause, but rather one grounded by the belief that fame should serve purpose, not pride. When he rides his motorcycle through empty streets at dawn, it is not for spectacle but for solitude, a reminder that peace is found not in the noise of admiration but in the rhythm of one's own heartbeat. His colleagues describe him as disciplined to the point of mystery. He seldom seeks validation, nor does he indulge in the glamour that fame easily affords. In interviews, he once confessed, "I don't need to be understood by everyone. I just hope my work speaks for me." That single sentence reveals the essence of his character. A man who measures his worth not by numbers or praise, but by the sincerity of effort. While others build empires on visibility, Wang Yibo builds legacy through authenticity. Even the rumors that orbit him, particularly those linking him with actress Zhao Liying, fail to shake his composure. He neither confirms nor denies, not out of arrogance, but out of respect for himself, for her, and for the quiet boundaries that separate life from spectacle. There is a rare dignity in his silence. In a culture that thrives on exposure, his restraint becomes an act of rebellion, a statement that the truest parts of a person deserve protection. That is why his fans feel more than admiration. They feel connection. They see in him a reflection of their own desire to stay real in a world that constantly demands performance. Perhaps this is what makes Wang Yibo extraordinary. Not that he is flawless, but that he chooses sincerity over strategy and integrity over indulgence. Behind the legend stands a man who has learned that greatness does not come from being adored, but from being understood, even if only by those who truly listen. In a world chasing instant fame, people's daily saw something worth protecting. Their warning wasn't a caution against Yibo. It was a reminder to everyone else. Talent and integrity will always outlast the noise. Wang Yibo isn't just a Chinese superstar. He's a symbol of what happens when discipline meets destiny. When a young man decides that art is not about applause, but about honesty. If this story moved you, take a moment to celebrate authenticity, not just in him but in yourself. Collision, hit that subscribe button. Speech Balloon, leave a comment with your favorite Wang Yibo moment. And bell turn on notifications so you never miss the next story that inspires your heart. Where truth, talent, and storytelling meet. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and never stop chasing what's real. Crescent Moon.